Hello, everybody, and welcome to another scene in Kansas, Lawrence, the sorcerer venue. Now, Sky has been trying to get a hold of Eric for a while. He's really worried about him, and he just got kind of fed up with it, and he's just going over to his house to see if he's there, maybe if he can get inside the house to get his stuff. And he's he pulls up on his moped and knocks on the door.
Nobody comes to answer the door, but you can hear shuffling inside. Someone's clearly in there and moving around. It doesn't look like they're gonna go to the door, though.
Aaron basically yells, "I know you're in there. My stuff is still in there, so you have to open up."
He walks. Yeah, you can hear the footsteps getting closer. And he will open the door, and he won't even look at you. He'll just open the door and then walk away.
Are you okay? He'll try to reach for him.
Eric will pull his arm away before he can grab it and say, "Do not touch me, and I am fine."
Aaron will kind of bite his lip and he'll say, I know with everything that happened that just everything was all over the place, but let's just say you're still my friend, no matter what.
You said you came here to get your things. Do so.
He kind of walks through and looks at his stuff, and he kind of looks back at Eric, and he's like, I was worried. I mean, all this stuff that happened, of course, I would be scared the first time I saw it. But no matter what I'm put through, you will always be my friend. No matter how you push me away, I'll still consider you a friend, and you've changed me. You've helped me become a better person.
No, I have not. All I have done is killed a man in your presence.
So,
That does
with
not
all this
equate to changing someone.
with all this stuff that's happened, I don't blame you for killing someone. And you were there to help me when I was about to be living on the street. You're one of the few people that's shown me kindness. If that doesn't demand respect, then I don't know what does.
Plenty of other things.
Well, I still find it admirable. And I know you're a good person.
Not particularly.
He's frowning. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you like I've lost everybody else.
You have not lost everyone else.
Just, just feels like everybody's disappearing, though.
There have only been 3 people to leave. One was driven out of the city because of the mages. Another disappeared, thankfully, after he was with a demon. I don't know about Zach. Perhaps
Still,
when the other mages left and disappeared, they took him with or with them, because he was also a mage.
maybe. He, like, rests his hand on the table. Uh, and you see he's, like, visibly really sad. It's just... You're the first few people that I've been able to actually call friends.
It's unfortunate, but people leave. It's not something that is ever wanted or asked for, but it happens. Perhaps after everything that has happened, it's better if I get out of the way. After all, I'm sure you and other women are not too particularly happy after what happened the other day.
I don't even care about being happy anymore. With my brother always watching my back, I know I will never find happiness. I just know I'm going to eventually learn how to deal with it, as long as I find people who are willing to stand by my side.
Well, good for you. May you find those people in your life.
I don't have to search. You are an important person to me. No matter how many times you can argue that, it's a fact to me.
To you, perhaps, but it doesn't exactly seem like you are completely there in the head.
Maybe
You've
not.
been through a lot, and it's possible that you're simply looking for someone to replace the brotherly figure in your life.
Maybe I am. Maybe I do need to be all alone. It just hurts being alone.
Trust me, I know.
Why do you... It just seems like sometimes you just want to be alone all the time. And if it hurts so much, why do you want that?
Simply because the one time that I show people what I'm capable of, they run. And I don't feel like dealing with that. Every time I do something like that to have them go in fear and terror. It's better if I stay in my corner and do what I need to do, make sure that the wheel continues to spin, and that I leave everyone else out of it, considering my methods are less than savory.
I don't care about savory.
You obviously did
Sometimes
the other night.
he kind of like grits his teeth a little bit and he says, "That's because I wasn't prepared. I know what's going to come from now on, and I don't care. You are my friend. And no matter what you say, that's not going to change anything. I may be insane, like you said, but I still will always see you as a friend."
I suppose that's a problem then. You have other friends. It would probably be easier.
I don't care about easier. You you're the first person who's ever corrected me on anything. You're the first person to make me think outside the box.
No, I am not.
He puts his hand on the table. When I talked to you, you were always correcting me. When we first met, and if it wasn't for you, I would still be that stupid, show-offy child that just annoyed people. Without you, I wouldn't be stronger today.
No. You would still be in the same position that you are today. You have what is her name? Lillian. She has undoubtedly taught you much more than I have. There isn't much I can teach you that would be any good anyway.
That doesn't matter.
Honestly, I wasn't even teaching you, I was being a jackass.
And I needed that. If somebody if you're always hearing yes and without hearing no, you'll grow up broken like me.
Do
I
not
don't even
talk to me about growing up broken.
I don't even know how to function in society. I know that it's a different type of broken, but
You understand how to function in society. You don't understand how to. You do realize there are different societies, correct?
I know how to function in high society. But it's that really living.
Yes, for
So
many people.
I feel like my heart's already been stained black. And I don't care how dark it gets. I don't care about all the death that surrounds me. This world is filled with decay and despair. But you are my friend, and by being friends, we can be stronger together. We all need somebody to rely on. And I'm tired of always relying on people. I want to be somebody that you can rely on.
Do not ever say that you were just okay with death around you. That is never something to get used to.
That's true. I probably never will be used to this, but I know that it's still gonna be here. All this tragedy that is surrounding everything. Death exists. There's a cycle. I've heard you talk about the circle. I mean, I know it's. Without death, there can be no life. We're constantly rewritten. And that's something that makes sense in this fucked up world. Because I don't even know what to believe in anymore. With all these things like vampires and werewolves and magic, I just want people to. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I don't. I'm never going to forget about you if please don't disappear. Please.
While it might not be good for you if I leave, things would probably get a lot smoother if I did.
You know, I feel like people just need to give you a chance. I know that it just pisses me off that people don't give you as much of a chance.
I am a member of the Youth Thanatos. It will always be that way. No one. You do understand why we are known as the Death Mages, correct?
I think I saw it that day. But I don't. Like I said, I don't care. You're still my friend.
Southern boy.
He has like a slight smile, like not not like a big smile, but like kind of a sad smile.
Look, while you might be willing to give me a chance, the others probably will not. They are set in their ways, and honestly, I deserve it. I cut a man to pieces the other day. It was not. He did not deserve it. And I understand that. And I'm going to take the consequences that come with that. And I
You
am.
know, I'm slowly convincing Lillian that your reaction wasn't as crazy as she would have thought. She's slowly starting to understand, and maybe she can eventually understand you. Like I don't know. I don't think I even understand you completely, but
What I did was not understandable. There were better methods to stop the kid other than killing him. There were much better ways. But as was clearly seen, I ignored that. I could have grabbed a chair, I could have done any number of things, but I didn't. And I have to reap what I have sowed.
you grabbed the nearest weapon that you had, and with all the things that have been going on, I don't blame you. For us to fight against a monster that bladed weapons did nothing, we would hack and hack and hack, and it wouldn't even cut him. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you would pull out a sword the instant we were in danger again.
I was never there when you fought whatever creature you're speaking about, and that was not a creature that I killed that day. That was a
I know,
child.
but I don't know. It's just. It makes sense with everything that's going on. I don't even know what you've been through. You have a whole history of things that could have happened that I have no clue on what your intentions were. And I I like to think that you have your own intentions for things because I know that you have done good things and that you are a good person. I know killing isn't necessarily good, but when we're in those situations, we don't always decide that what's good and what's not. We just react.
Eric looks like he's gonna say something, and then he just walks into the kitchen. It's probably kind of really messy. There are probably dishes and thrown all over the place. There's probably prepared food with like one or two bites taken out of it, but then it looks like he just completely lost his appetite. Um, and just kind of threw it there without dealing with it. And I'll just walk to the fridge and shit. He's 19, but god damn it, he's probably bought alcohol off of some 21-year-old. So I'll pull a beer out of the fridge. Just kind of start drinking it, and then I'll look over to Aaron. It seems that he's gotten his thoughts together, and he'll say, I am not a good person, Aaron, no matter what you might like to think. I really am not. I might do good things, but doing good things still does not make one a good person. Just like going to church every day does not make one a good Christian.
He nods his head. But if I go by that statement too, then I'm not necessarily a good person either. I've used people to get to where I am now.
No, your brother has used people.
But isn't that just guilty by relation?
No.
I I did nothing to stop him. I just stood there like the spoiled little brat I am.
It was your brother. There was not much that you could have done anyway.
And even if you consider yourself not a good person, that doesn't change the fact you're still my friend. I don't care if you're a good or a terrible person. You've meant something to me. Heck, I still have I still care about my brother because he's family. And I know it's stupid, but and I know he's not a good person. But the difference is you've made a positive change in me.
No. I was a jackass. And you took that to heart, what I said, while I was being a jackass. And you've begun to change yourself simply to make your eyes look better in those of everyone else around you. And you believe it is a good thing because it fits with the, and I'll throw up air quotes, norm, which is what myself and others said when we were being assholes. People do it all the time. They are bullied, and in an effort to stop the bullying and all of that, they conform.
You know, I I don't consider it bullying because I let it happen. If I wanted to, I could have said something. I could have changed it, but I knew what we're saying was true. There were times I was being a total brat. There were times that I was making things about myself. You can't tell me that you were wrong about that when I know you were right. I grew up to be selfish, and now I'm learning to break that habit. He goes inside the kitchen and starts washing dishes.
Do not do that.
Why?
That is my mess to clean up, not yours.
I mean, I'm willing to help out. It's
No,
plenty of people have cleaned after me and I've done nothing. I mean, it's
stop that now.
they'll put the dish down.
Thank you. It is my mess to clean up. I will clean it up. Eventually. It is very clear that I am not going to change your mind. Whatever. That's fine. My point still stands, though. And I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. It doesn't seem like the cops are coming after me so far. Not to say that they won't later.
Sky smiles softly. When he heard that you were staying, like it's pretty obvious he smiles.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm staying for the moment, and the moment could be anywhere from this minute to another year. Either way, I'm, let's call it busy for the moment. And there are things that I'm having to do. I won't be around much anyway.
That's fine, but try to stay in contact with me.
No,
Why not?
I don't need to give a reason for something that I have said that I won't do. I have said what I have said, and I will do what I have said I will do. I won't do what I said I won't do. I won't stay in
Well,
contact. I will continue to have my phone off and on periodically. I'm having to get used to some stuff right now, and probably best that I stay off the radar for a little bit as I try to blindly figure it out. Because by Odin's beard, let's be honest here, he's fucking useless. Anyway, do you have everything that you need?
yes. And while you won't stay in contact, I'll still come by to visit every now and then.
I just have to make sure I'm lucky enough to not be here when you do. Stay with Lillian. She seems to be a good influence. Plus, I
Thank you
always...
for caring.
He just looks flabbergasted at that. Like she's just kind of like, oh my god, every time. And then Eric will stop as he realizes something. And his eyes will kind of widen. And then he looks disgusted. Completely disgusted. And he sets the beer down that he kind of got illegally, but either way. And he will say, do not consider this any... Do not. In some ways, this is... Do you consider what your brother does to you to be good?
No.
And why would you consider it to be good in my case? Because let's be honest, sure, I've offered to let you stay here. But while that is as it is, that has been just about the only good thing I have done in terms of helping you.
You sell yourself short.
No, I really don't. If anything, this is quite abusive.
That's not the way I see it.
The victim never does. In fact, they believe they deserve it. Like you do. You believe you deserve it because you were raised as spoiled brat, as you say. And that when people start taking advantage of that and treating you horribly, you consider it caring. That is an abusive relationship. There's nothing more to that, nothing less. It is what it is. And then he'll mutter something in Welsh, set the beer down. Actually, he'll just dump it in the trash. He barely took any sips of it. He only had like that one sip, so it's still pretty full. And he just says, "Consider my words carefully. Like I said, this can be viewed in many lights as an abusive relationship. Because that does not have to be completely between spouse or family. You can have abusive friends, the people you believe to be friends. They will want to change you, they will want to mold you, they will be assholes to you, like I have been. Only I didn't realize what I was doing until now. And I didn't expect you to take it like you did. And that is my bad."
You got it all wrong. You were so nice to me.
No, I really wasn't.
Well, as he kind of reaches for the door and then he turns around. And then right before he closes the door and he's like, "Well, if anything, you're the closest to a best friend I've ever had." And he closes the door, drives off.
Oh man! No.
Anyway,
No.
thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. That was a scene in Kansas.